Hi, Stephen Bones here, and good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. What I want to talk about today is the science of consciousness. And the reason I've titled it that is because it's interesting how science and scientists are starting to change the views on consciousness and energy since obviously the breakthroughs that Stephen Hawking came up with and educated us all and proved really Einstein's theory of entanglement. And consciousness is an energy, we are an energy, and if you work on the fact that we have energy flowing through our system all the time in the form of electronic pulses, then we also have 60 trillion cells within our system. And I'm not a scientist, I'm not a doctor, this is just what I've been learning and understanding, and I find it fascinating. And inside each of those cells is our DNA. And our DNA in the old science was that we're stuck with it. When we're born with it, we have our DNA, that's your lot, you've made your bed, lie in it because you've been born into this earth. Now the new science of that, and interestingly ties in with what the teachings of personal development, spiritual development have been about over the many years, is that in actual fact the consciousness can communicate with the DNA, and it does that through vibration. So if you're feeling down, low, sad, or just generally have dis-ease within your system, that vibrates at a low frequency, sends those electric pulses to the DNA, and the DNA responds to that, and in actual fact creates more because it's more or less doing what you want it to do. However, the other side of the coin is when you're feeling high, joyous, happy, really in flow, then it does the same thing. So it sends pulses, and your DNA then gives you more of that, and you get more of that euphoric feeling. And the trick about it all is when we receive some negative news or something happens to us that's out of our control, and then we start triggering, and one day, this is obviously when we're at a high vibration, and then we start triggering and getting into these low vibration patterns. The trick of it all is learning how to deal with all that, learning how to stay in a higher vibration. And I'm not saying I'm a guru and can stay at a higher vibration all the time, but what I can do is I'm consciously aware of that, and I'm working on that all the time. I work with my own coaches as well, and that's why I ended up coaching in this space, to work with high achievers mainly, because high achievers suffer from stress, and what the bulk of them don't realise is that stress is just fear inside the system manifesting itself. So the science of that, the science of the consciousness and how it all works, I wanted to share it because it's more believable when you get a science confirming it, because human nature says that's what we need, is confirmation. So thanks very much for listening to me. If you want to hear any more about that or more information, please don't hesitate to contact me. Go to stephenbones.com, and we will speak soon. Bye for now.